Hi guys, we're in my kitchen. We're going to give the Hogs Vectron Wave a third outing, because on the first outing I had no idea what it was supposed to do really when I bought it from a charity shop. On the second outing we got some movement out of it, but nothing much. But Hanger 9 UK watched that video and pointed out I was doing it wrong, which is a good answer, or a good point. I misunderstood the instructions. I was switching it on and it then says hold it over a flat surface. Now I thought that meant put it down. Obviously I wasn't paying attention to the words that say hold it over. You're supposed to switch it on, let it get going, and when it builds up enough speed it will actually detect the floor and hover over it at a certain height, and then you can put your hand underneath it or whatever and it moves away from your hands, so it should hover. What I thought it should do is detect the walls and move away from them. Well, it doesn't seem to do that. It seems to bounce into them, and if it bounces in the wrong way it flips over and crashes. But we'll give it a go. I've had a go with it just now and it was working. Okay, not for long, but it did get going, so we're now going to try and film it. I don't know whether we'll get time to try this thing, which you're supposed to use to shoot it down. So we'll just see if we can actually get it going. If you've watched some of my other videos, I've got a more modern version of this. My brother-in-law sent. I think I got them from eBay or something. Got a couple of them and they fly really well, and they detect the wall and they detect the ceiling, and they're autonomous in that they move around on their own, but you can still control them by putting your hand near them. So I'll probably put a link in the video description to that, or at the very least when I finish this video I'll take a picture of them so you can see what I'm talking about. Anyway, hat camera on. That is switched on so we can use it if we want it. So we switch this on, let it build up speed. If you listen to it you can hear it change note. It's not doing it this time. Oh, it is, but not much. Oh, I think it's supposed to come down again. That's what it said. I said it doesn't detect the walls properly. Let's try this. Alright, well when I tried it before, it wasn't just right into the ceiling, it was coming down a bit. And then we go underneath it, detects that, and it flies up again. Come on, over there a bit. I seem to have unbalanced it now, don't I? No, I think it's just running down, that's all that is. It's trying to move away from my hand, but it hasn't got enough power. How about if I shoot it on the ground? Does that do anything? Nah. Well, it's running out of power. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, thanks, Hanger9 UK. You were 100% right. Don't put it on the floor. But I will say, that wasn't as good as the flight I had before I filmed it. I mean, that's always going to be the way, isn't it? I think it needs a new battery. It doesn't charge very well. When I plug it in, the lights come on to indicate that it's not taking charge. I have to unplug it, plug it in again, give it a few goes, and eventually I get some charge into it. But I think that's the best flight I've had out of that. I might just go and grab those other ones. Right, these are the modern ones, I'll call them, that I've been given by my brother-in-law, and my grandsons loved them. They're basically drones. They've got 4 motors, 4 propellers. They've got detectors, or sender detector there, sender and detectors on the sides as well, so they can detect when they're coming down on something and detect when they're getting near to the walls. They're autonomous and they do random movements. One of them I had to replace the battery. That'll be that one because I put a marker on it. Yeah, so we'll have a go with the other one because hopefully the other one's got a charged battery in it. Okay, and you have a little clicker to start it. So I think you have to go through the startup again. Hang on. Oh, there we go. And if they do get stuck, you can switch them off. Oh, I think when it's gone to that permanent light, that's the battery rundown. Don't get the impression it was fully charged. It wasn't fully charged before we started. I don't know if that'll start up again or not. Oh. So which do you think's more fun? I've got to be honest, I think that's a million times more fun than that. But that was probably the first, or one of the first, and this is obviously a much later development. I'll just do a bit of hand control with it if it will go again. Grandson did discover you could do something like this. Something like that. turns off when you turn it upside down, I'm sure. Let's try this. Switch it on again. Turn it over, yeah. Flick it over. No? Something like that. I can't remember how he did it. Come on, down. Switch that one off and give the other one a little go. You can fly them both at once, but it's the same clicker that turns them all on and off. Alright, this one's got the less powerful battery. When it goes red, that means the battery's running down, I think. So I'm probably stressing the batteries by making them run when they're already practically flat. So we'll stop. I think that's given you enough of an idea. These are great fun, although the battery on one of them died very quickly. Thanks for watching. If you like that, then you might like this. And if you like this and that, you might like to subscribe over there.